Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 4 Premium Imperial Russian Navy Battleship Imperator Nikolai I. She has 12 main guns, 20 secondary guns, 6 AA guns, a top speed of 21 knots, total hull 44,800. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main battery, reduced chance of flood and fire. For my commander, situation awareness, faster turret traverse, superintendent, demolition expert, and advanced firing training. We are on the map Big Race, and I'm trying to grind out my Soviet destroyer captain. Don't use this build for battleships. I just shoved in my highest tier Soviet destroyer captain. I really want that tier 5. I would prefer concealment, obviously, and that's our goal. Another thing, I was very surprised with the kind of response I got from my characterization of this ship. I did a quick check on stats, and apparently this ship is broken. It has a 61% win rate on both the North American and European cluster, with a minimum of 20,000 games. Now, granted, that's actually very low. The Atlanta, which I was thinking of when I was picturing North Americans choosing a premium that probably is really crappy, but they're still playing it in droves, has a 46% win rate. There is, I think, one ship that's worse than the Atlanta, and I will believe it. Now, when you see an enemy St. Louis, we fire on the enemy St. Louis, and we leave the target pretty good. Oh yeah, 10,000's pretty good. So the only thing I'll say is that the ship itself is fantastic. 3 to 5 kills pretty much every game in this ship. But I still feel like I only have a 50% win rate. And that comes down to the speed of the ship. Same with the Arkansas Beta. It really feels like you're hamstrung in your ability to answer any objective issues in a game. Be it the enemy is trying to capture an objective, they're trying to prevent you from capturing the objective, or you're trying to catch and kill the enemy to win the game. All of these are issues with both the Nikolai and the Arkansas Beta. Usually, I'm trying to be the backbone of my team, and here come enemy aircraft. We have our AA going on the whole time. We're able to avoid all but one. Hit right on the nose. I choose to use my damage control because a flood sucks. And we're firing on our guns. The turrets are way better than the Arkansas Beta. The front 3 turrets are so fantastic. If you're moving towards anything, they can easily rotate left or right. They don't have to deal with a lot of obstructions. The only awkward turret is the back one, and that's not bad. Having 75% of your turrets be in the most ideal position at any given moment is pretty awesome, and there are very rarely a ship like this. Usually it's 66%. Those big old high tier battleships, right? Now we're trying to help with the St. Louis. I'm trying to save the life of a friendly. We're able to kill the St. Louis. I was hoping to hold and fire on this Isukaze, but he had other plans. He knew what I wanted. He turned and avoided any line of sight that I would be granted. Now, I did not want to run into the island. I promise you I'm trying to avoid the island. It's a slow ship. I could just slow down and turn, okay? That's what I did. I avoided that island right there. Friendlies, though, are dropping like flies. And look at this guy on the enemy team. There is an enemy destroyer that already has 3 kills. Are you kidding me? That's all of our ships. He's killed 2 destroyers and a cruiser, all on the northeast side? Oh, man. When it rains, it pours, right? So, we are reorienting our position. The Kohlberg is under fire. Looks like he's actually going to take torpedoes, isn't he? And it's by that destroyer again! This guy is 1 kill away from Kraken Unleashed, and it's only 5 minutes in the game. Can you believe this? Now, I can't afford to overextend. I have to deal with it one at a time. We fire on the battleship that was visible. We get 5 rounds to make contact. Enemy Phoenix and Wyoming. Phoenix fires. Wyoming, completely gone. He fired HE. Didn't cause a fire, thankfully. And we are trying to move away. We don't know where the enemy destroyer is. And anytime I see an enemy that has 4 kills, I'm going to assume that they are very skilled at the game, and I'm going to give ground. Hopefully, we can use our wolf pack tactics and take them down. Anytime you're trying to fight me or someone you perceive as skillful, you need to never underestimate what they could potentially do. Don't say, hey, they only have 10% of their life. Oh, they're in a crappy ship. No, none of that matters, let's be honest. Now, the Kawachi is going to sail into some torpedoes. We have another enemy Kawachi. Our Kawachi is actually able to avoid it. Nice. Now, I need to obviously give a little ground. I don't want to get hit by torpedoes after they've traveled for like 30 seconds in the water. Ugh. Embarrassing. That Isukaze, though, he is here, so I'm just assuming he's dropped torpedoes. Now, the enemy Kawachi is pretty much in the center of the map. We're going to fire on his position. We're going to watch our shells go in. He's got a little bit of angling. And we do about as well as we could potentially do with a pretty good angled battleship. Not that successful. So, we've got a couple friendly battleships up here. There is the potential threat of the destroyer looming over us all. And I would love to take him out. Although, this is probably the easiest target for me to work on right now. So I'm going to. We lead a target. We're able to fire over the island, which is awesome. Now, we probably let it just a little bit too much. Oh, that was terrible. Where did I fire? One shell made contact. Everything dropped in the water. And oh no. Isukaze and a Wix. The 4-kill Isukaze, by the way. This is a terrible scenario. The battleships on my team are too close together. Guarantee they're not using an optimal ammo type against these guys. I'm going to fire my AP, of course, but ooh, he's maneuvering. I want to make sure this counts. Wait for him to commit to a turn. We fire, and then we switch to HE. Now we do 3,400 points of damage. About as well as you could expect using AP against a destroyer. It's just not the ammo you want to use against them. But oh no. Those two battleships are broadside to enemy destroyers. And I think this guy's getting cocky, okay? He's way too close. He takes out one of the battleships. He earns Kraken Unleashed already. 8 minutes into the game. Are you serious? And this is when I was like, no, that must be a typo. There's no way. And we were holding for this enemy destroyer. Now, I believe he knows we're here. We're obviously detected. He does not want to come out. Possibly he has information that my turrets are turned towards him, so he's not going to show himself. This enemy Phoenix is showing himself, and I just confirmed, yes. He basically came to a complete stop. We're going to unload our HE on the Phoenix. Not ideal. I would love to have AP in this scenario. We're able to do a lot of damage. We cause fires. I switch to AP. I'm going to commit to killing this enemy Phoenix. I almost got a little bit too close to the friendly destroyer, but we're fine. We're fine. I'm sure I look massive to him. I'm just going right in front of him. And he's like, oh, hey. Hey, Notser. And I'm reloading. What else can I do? Hey, how you doing? That enemy destroyer shows up. The Phoenix is turning away. We need to now hold for a better angle. And I'm just hoping, come on, keep turning. He never does. So I accept it. I fire on his position. We're able to do 6K, considering. I'm happy with that. But he's getting away. I think he's on fire. Yes, he's on fire. Very tiny fire. The friendly destroyer also is continuing to fire on his position. He burns down to the friendly destroyer. Great. This enemy destroyer, the one that I tried to set up a sneak attack, but he predicted, he's in the area. Now, he is a Russian, a Soviet destroyer. At this point, I believe it was the Imperial Russian Navy. We've got AP loaded. Not ideal, but anything will help. I'm just trying to predict where he goes. We got a nice glimpse of him as he turned, and we're able to finish him off. Not bad for AP. 100% he dropped torpedoes, so I'm trying to turn. Yep, here they are. They're short range, though. Do we have enough range? I'm trying to get range. Oh, look how close that is. We're only going to take one. We take one. Wow, that was close. Causes a flood. Have to use damage control. There is an enemy destroyer on my other flank. I'm trying to take the Kolberg out because he is harassing my aircraft carrier. If I can keep him up, we have a chance. Now look at this. We're down by 3 ships. I have 2 kills. Friendly destroyer has 3 kills. We unload, we cause a fire, which is convenient. We also cause him to basically use damage control or he's dead in the water, and I believe that's what he did. I would use it on that. He's like, I don't care about my life, I need to kill this aircraft carrier. Now I want to do sort of a one shot at the Kolberg and then transition any extra ammunition I have loaded to the enemy destroyer. Now we're going to do 1 chain fire at a time, and he actually didn't use damage control. 1 chain fire, 1. Check to see if it's okay. It's enough. Okay, so we continue the turn, This is very dangerous. He could drop torpedoes. Remember, low-tier U.S. destroyers have torpedoes on both sides of their ship, so they will most likely have torpedoes whenever you are this close. So I want to get the guns in range. I want to fire on his position before he goes dark, and I want to continue the turn. We earn Confederate with that shot. Nice. 1 ship at a time, right? We have a chance to win this game if we stick together and work as a team. Take out the targets that are the biggest threat. This Wix is the biggest threat. He's exploiting the fact that his allies are spotting me, so I need to give a little bit of ground. I know torpedoes will eventually come. He is not showing up. I'm not going to waste a gun cooldown by holding it. Friendly scouts out the torpedoes, and yes, we predicted it correctly. Oh, he shows up. He's trying to escape. Call an audible. We're going to switch it right back to him. It's more important that we take this guy out than maximizing our damage. We're going to do 1 back gun. We miss completely. Ah, it slams into the water. Now I have to commit the front guns to this. He can't get away. We fire 2 of our front guns. We lead him. Yes, we're able to take him out. Okay. I did have the frontmost gun, but I choose to swap to AP. Now, will that be our downfall? I lose a little bit of DPS, but it's a more ideal ammo type against these battleships. Friendly appears to have a lot of success taking this out. He took torpedoes from the aircraft carrier, and the destroyer was able to help follow up and kill him. At this point, there's no kill stealing. It's about survival, okay? We're all in this together. So, enemy Wyoming. He's got a pretty good angle, and I wanted to just see, would he adjust his angle? He doesn't. He's trying to take out the destroyer. I understand that. We're able to do pretty good, actually. We do 8K. We incapacitate one of his front guns. Oh, no. I have to angle my ship in preparation for this torpedo attack. It's, of course, going to come towards me. The Wyoming is showing a lot of his side. And the other enemy battleship is conveniently right here on the other side of that island. So we want to help kill this guy. He's moving his guns towards me. Okay, well, it seems like everyone has given the command to kill me, because I expect a torpedo, the Wyoming, and this enemy battleship. He gets stuck. He pulls a Notser, and it's the worst time to pull a Notser. We're able to set him on fire. Man, Demolition Expert is so weird. The aircraft carrier is protecting me like a boss. He takes all out but 1. Torpedo is able to get in the water just before it dies. We're able to avoid it. There is a fire. Since I know the torpedo will safely pass by, I use damage control. This Wyoming is like, oh no! Don't shoot! Don't do it! But there's no one here to save you now. We set up at the waterline. We fire all guns. And it looks like he fires all his guns. This'll hurt. We do 8K, hurt high caliber. Where did his shells go? He didn't do any damage. The destroyer is able to torpedo him, and he earns Kraken Unleashed, the second in the game. But wait! We are now ahead! We have the ability to kill this ship. Friendly aircraft carrier uses his torpedoes, and it looks like the Kawachi has decided to slam into the island to avoid the torpedoes. So I'm having flashbacks to my Admiral Hipper game against the Tirpitz. Only I'm the Tirpitz now. Fire all the guns and we take him out. He lands a sizable damaging shot, 15K. We earn Kraken Unleash, the 3rd for the game. Just unheard of. Our little team, our special operations team, of a destroyer, battleship, and aircraft carrier are able to take on 5 ships and destroy all 5 ships without sustaining a single ship lost. Just unheard of. A fantastic last stand by everyone on my team. Every single player who's left alive deserves this victory. They all earned it. But oh no. This enemy aircraft carrier, he's sending his torpedo bombers. He wants me dead. If he gets me dead, there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance that their team could win the game, because I'm obviously very low. If he gets another successful torpedo attack on the destroyer, then potentially they are ahead. So I'm going to turn my big juicy butt, little bait here. Yeah, you want some of this? Obviously, I'm using my stern to keep it towards the enemy torpedo bomber, giving my ally the most time possible to kill the torpedo bomber before he drops his load. The aircraft carrier is super successful in destroying all of the torpedo bombers before they are able to drop on my ship. I choose to use my heal. I do also have damage control available if something bad happens. There's 3 minutes left. It's probably over. We have successfully defended long enough to defeat all enemy ships, just making sure everyone knows where the last known position was. I'm probably done with this game. I am far too slow to move towards the objective to take out the enemy. Thankfully, I have a great destroyer captain and a great carrier captain to cover my one glaring weakness. And the best thing about this, the destroyer, he watches the videos. So he's going to get to see himself earn Kraken Unleashed. Now, Anderson 001, it would be really cool to just see your perspective. Maybe I could cut some cool video for some bonus content. Because it's not every day you earn Kraken Unleash, I earn Kraken Unleash, and a enemy destroyer earns Kraken Unleash all in the same game. Just imagine being that enemy destroyer. He gets Kraken Unleashed in the first 8 minutes of the game, probably dies very soon after, just says, okay, this game is a win. I'm going to get into another ship, and I'm going to have all this juicy rewards, right? Wrong! Obviously, I can't do anything. I'm just watching this at a distance, talking about things that I'm really proud of. I'm really proud that everyone on our team really focused on the largest threat, and we work together. Sometimes you'll see people, oh no, my target's the most important, I need to take him out. So 3 split targets, you can't eliminate him as effectively as if everyone focused one down. We didn't allow a single ship to run. I believe Anderson was able to get 2 ships very low. I was able to get 1 ship that was very low, and of course the aircraft carrier was able to do a lot of extra torpedo damage and protect me, by the way. And we zoom in to see the Langley get sandwiched by Anderson and the aircraft carrier. 2, 3 Anderson torpedoes hit, and it looks like the aircraft carrier is going to finish him off. Sweet justice for our team, and the comeback is complete. Now look at this screen. We were able to get 5 kills. We earned Dreadnought, Confederate, High Caliber, Kraken Unleash, and Arsonist. A ton of medals. Now, base XP 1,485. Anderson beat us out. The aircraft carrier right behind us. And look, 3 Kraken Unleashes. I have never seen that in a single game. That's just crazy. We did around 105,000 points of damage. Just a solid, super hard carry from everyone who remained on our team. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did. This is just one of those games where it's like, it's okay, it's okay. Ooh, this is amazing. I have to share this right now. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.